Hello guys, welcome to another tutorial. In this tutorial, we're going to look at Windows 10. I'm going to give you a quick introduction to Windows 10 or to the basic computer skill. So this tutorial is for people who are just getting started with Windows 10 or they're just getting started with computer and they have no idea, and for those who are trying to refresh their mind. So I don't want to waste any time. Let's just jump right straight into this. But before we get started, I just want to ask you, like, if this is your first time, please consider subscribing. It will really help me out, and please consider smashing that notification bell if you haven't already by now. I would really appreciate that. But with that being said, let's get started. So the first thing that you see when you open your computer, when you turn it on, you will be looking at your desktop. So the desktop is this thing right here, right, where you see all these things, right? So a desktop is consists of two parts or two sides. There are two sides to the desktop. We have this white screen where you are seeing everything, and then if you come down here, you have this down here, and we call this a taskbar. This is a taskbar, and then you have the white screen. So on the white screen, like I said, is where you see all these icons of all the software that you have on your computer. I have all these on mine. As you can see, I have this, and then we have all these folders. So if you were to click on this, double click, it will open up, right? So let's say if you want to create the folder on your desktop, all you have to do is right click, and then you should come to new here on your mouse. Right click on your mouse and then come to new, and then click on folder, right? Is opening up here. All right, so you can name that. Let's just say tutorial. Just start typing and then press enter on your keyboard, right? You have that. You created your folder there, tutorial. That's how you can create a folder. Right click on your mouse and then come to new, come to folder, and then just press there, and then you can name it, and then once you are done, press enter, right? So that's how you can create a folder on your desktop, right? So now let's come down here to this taskbar. Like I said, it's a taskbar. So on the taskbar on your left side here, this is where you will find all your window icons. So all these are the software that you have installed on your computer, right? I have all this installed, and then on your right side you will have this is what we call administrative icons. You have this, all these, they are administrative icons. So let's talk about the window icons first, the ones that you have on your left here. So if you were to click on any of these icons, your software will start running, or you will open it. You don't have to double click, you just have to click it once, like left click on your mouse, and then this software should run. So if you wanted to add any icons to this, as you can see, I added all this on my taskbar. So if you wanted to add that, there are two ways you can do that. The first way, I'm going to show you the longest way first, and then I'm going to show you the shortest way. So the longest way you can do that is come down here. Let's say you want to add TeamViewer. I have TeamViewer here installed. So let's say you want to add it to your taskbar, right? So all you have to do is just right click, come to this icon, right click on your mouse, and then this should open up, right? This should open up right here, and then you can come here. As you can see here, it's written pin to taskbar, right? So once you click on that, left click on that. Now once you come down to your taskbar, you will see your TeamViewer icons is right here, right? That's the longest way you can do it. So now the shortest way you can do, if you want to add it to your taskbar, just come. Let's say I want to add the zoom icons to my taskbar. Just come down to that, right click on it, left click on it, and then don't let it go, just drag it. Drag your mouse while you are clicking, and then drop it down to your taskbar. As you can see, you pin it down to your taskbar right there, right? So if you made a mistake and you want to remove it, you can just come to the icons that you want to remove, right click on it, right, and then this should open up, and then you can click on this, which is written unpin from taskbar. Once you click on that, it's gone. Let's also remove this, right click, and then unpin from taskbar, and then it's gone. So that's how you remove your icons from your taskbar, right? So now let's move on to the one that are on the right side, which we call administrative icons. Right, so before you do, if you feel like you are getting value out of this, please make sure you give this video a thumbs up, and please consider subscribing if you haven't subscribed already by now. So let's continue. Now on this administrative icon, you will see you have this or this. So right, let's say if you click on the time here, just left click on that, and then this should open up. See, you have your calendar here and all that, right? Everything. And then right now want you to come to this arrow which is pointing down here, and then you will have all these icons right here. So the first thing that I want to talk about here, I'm just going to talk about a couple of things. So the first thing is this speaker icon. So once you right click on that, this is where you can adjust your volume up and down. Just left click on that and then drag it, or you can just right click wherever you want to, however you want to adjust your volume, right? You have that. And then the next thing I want to talk about is with these icons right here. So this is your internet. So if you were to left click on that, you will see all the available wireless connection. As you can see, I have mine here, so you can see it's connected. Just turn off. So that's how you can connect to the internet. Come to these icons right here, right? So you have that. So yeah, that's really all you need to know about the Taskbar. Perfect. So now the next thing that I want to talk about is the start menu. So there are two ways you can open up your task menu. The first way is you can come to this icon right here on the left side, right? If you click on that, you can open it up. As you can see, it's open up, and then if you were to click on it again, it will disappear. So you are toggling between that. So click on that and then it will open up. That's the first way. The other way you can bring it up is just clicking your window icons or your window button on your keyboard. On your keyboard, down on your bottom left side or bottom left corner there or somewhere, there should be a window icon. So if you were to click on that, you are opening up your task menu. So this is a task menu, right? So on your task menu, you will find all the software that you have on your computer. As you can see, I have all these, right? I have all that. And then if you want to click on here, this is everything, all the software that I have, all the software that I have on my computer. So if it's a new computer, you're probably not gonna have all this, but this is all I have, everything that I have on this computer right here. So this is your task menu. So if you know you have a software that you are trying to find and then you don't know where you put it, so you can come to your taskbar, like I said, come to your taskbar and just start typing. So let's say you have a folder, you know the name, but then you don't know where you kept it or you are keeping it and you want trying to find it. All you have to do is just come and then start typing. It can be a folder, it can be a software, just anything that is, it can be a file, anything that is on your computer. You can just come there and then just start pressing on your keyboard, right? Let's say I'm trying to find a folder named Kandoa Tech. So right, just click on that and then this should open up right here. As you can see, just typing Kandoa and then everything. As you can see, all these file with the name Kandoa, with the keyword Kandoa, all these folder Kandoa, they are opening up the moment I start typing. So that's how you can find a file. If you don't know where you kept it and you are trying to find it, just come to your taskbar and then start typing, and then a list of all the keywords or the files with that particular keyword that you are trying to find will show up. And then let's say I want to open it, so all you can do is just come to this arrow here, right? And then this should show up here, and then you can open file location. File location, or you can see right here, this is the location, right? Or you can click on open file location, and then once you click on that, it should open up, right? As you can see, that folder with the name Kandoa Tech, you found it, it's opening up right here, right? So you have that. Perfect. Now the other thing I want to talk about on the taskbar before we move on is just these icons down here, right? You have this power button on your task menu, right? So if you want to shut down your computer or something, you can click on here, and then once you click on that, this should open up. Then you can put it to sleep. You are not shutting it down, you are just putting it to sleep. And then, or you can shut it down, or you can restart it. You can do all that here with this power button, right? Perfect. Now you have all that. Perfect. You are done with the task menu. That's all really you need to know about the task menu. Now the next thing that I want us to look at is actually what's inside our computer. I want us to open our Window Explorer. So the you can come down here and then just click on this. So just once click on that, left click on it to open it, and then as you can see, you open it up right there. So now since you have your file explorer right here, we call this a Window Explorer. Now if you look on your left side here, you'll find all this. There's this taskbar right here. So this is where you can, if you want to open your document, you can click on that, on all your document, and then you can find your music. If you have some music, some picture, some videos, everything, there is this taskbar right here. You can find everything that you have on your computer. So once you open this up, and then if you want to create maybe a folder so that you can organize your file, there are two ways you can do that. Remember when I showed you on the desktop how to create a folder on the desktop, and I only show you there was only one way to do that. So in here in the file or Window Explorer, there are two ways you can create that. So the longest way, or the other way that I show you, is you can right click on that and then come to new, and then click on key a new folder, and then you can name it, right? You can name that, and then press enter once you start naming it. That's the one way you can open that. And then the other way that I want to show you is you can come to this new folder. Make sure you are on your home tab, don't be on share or view. Make sure you are on your home tab, and then click on new folder right here, and then this should open up, and then you can name that and then press enter. So this menu here, or this tab, it's always open up. So if you don't see this, you should come here, this arrow here, and then it's probably minimize, so you don't see it. If you don't see it, make sure you click on this arrow so that you can see that, right? Perfect. Great. So now if you wanted to rename this or give it a different name, you can right click on it and then just click on rename, and then you will have that, and then start giving it whatever name you want, right? Perfect. So that's how you can create or rename a folder. Now the next thing that I want us to look at, if you want to make this a bit bigger, if you can't see it, you can click on view, and then you can toggle between these. Choose whatever size you want. You can choose the large or medium, so let's keep it at large. That's how you increase your files or your folder if you want to make them a bit bigger, right? Perfect, you got that. So now the next thing that I want us to click on is click on this computer right here. So I want us to go to our computer, right? So now you have that. Now as you can see, this is everything that you have on your computer. You have your music, your videos, your picture folder, everything on the desktop, documents, your downloads. But what I want us to look at is this device and drive. So this is all the devices and drive that you have on your computer, like your hard drive where you keep all your documents and everything. So everything that your device, your hard drive, your USB, your DVD, everything that you have on here, it will show up here on this device and drive. So let's say if you were to add a USB in here, I have a USB with me here. So if I was to insert it, let me just put it on. If I was to insert it, I insert that, and then now as you can see, you have it right here. So I insert a USB. So your hard disk, your drive, your USB, your CD, your DVD, everything, your memory card, MC, everything, if you insert it in, everything, it will show up here. So this is everything that you have on your computer, right? Perfect. Now, before we close down this window explorer, the only thing I want to show you is how you can close this. So if you come up here, there is these three options that you have here. You have this minimize, you have this restore sound, and then there is this close. So in minimize, you are just, if you click on this, right click on your mouse, you are minimizing it. You are not closing it, you are just minimizing it. If you were to come up here, it's still open. You can still go back to that. Or you can come to this restored sound, and it's in the middle, you are making it a bit smaller, right? It's not more on the full screen. You are making it a bit screener, a bit smaller, right? You can left click on that at the top here and then drag it, move your mouse, you can be able to move it, right? And then you have this, which is the shutdown. So you are crossing everything. But before we cross that, I also want to show you that you can also adjust it. If you come to the edge here, you can adjust it, make it a bit smaller, or come up here and then make it a bit smaller or a bit bigger. Those are just other options that you have, right? So if you want to put it back to full screen, you can click on here, right? And then it's on full screen, right? Or you can just drag left click on it and then drag it up here, and then you have that, and then leave it, and then as you can see, it's on full screen. But that is way too advanced. But if you are getting started, just make sure you know that if you want to put it on full screen, click on here. So yeah, you have that. And then now the last thing is close. You can close it and then it will bring you back to your desktop, right? Perfect, you have that. So yeah, if you feel like you are getting value out of this so far, then please make sure you giving this video a thumbs up, and please consider subscribing if you haven't subscribed already by now. Now the next thing that I want us to look at is just how you can use the internet, right? How you can use your internet on your computer. Perfect. So let's just go here. I'll show you how to connect. Come down here and then come to this here. Make sure you have a Wi-Fi that is working. So I'm just going to connect to this. So connect to that one, right? That's how you connect, right? As you can see, it's connected. Now to use the internet, we are just going to be using Microsoft Edge, which comes with the computer. So you don't have to install anything, it's already installed for you. All you have to do is click and open it. So I'm just going to click on mine here just once and then to open it up. Right, so you have Microsoft Edge open up right here. So this is a web browser. We have other web browser like Mozilla Firefox, Google Chrome, Opera, but in this tutorial I'm just going to be using Microsoft Edge, which comes with a computer. You don't have to install it. Right, so now this is a web browser, like I said. So you have this is the home page. This is Microsoft Edge home page right here, right? So to get started, if you want to search for something, you can click on this. So there is come up here, there is this address bar right here. So if you want to visit or search for something or visit a website, this is where you come up here and just type that website in. So let's say we want to visit Google. We know we want to visit Google, so all you can do is type www.google.com, right? You click and then press enter. So this should open up. It will take you to Google homepage. Google is one of the biggest search engines. We have other search engines like big search engine, which is for Microsoft, and then we have Opera or Yahoo, and then we have Yahoo search engine. But Google is the most used search engine. So this is where you can find all the information. So you can do that. Go to Google, and then if you want to find any information, right, you can type, let's say you're trying to find out information about somebody, you just say Ambrosius Kandoa, right? Ambrosius Kandoa, type that and then press enter. So it will show up here, This is all the information about browsers can do. Scroll down, you have all that, all those information. So with Google you can search for everything. You can search for images, videos like on YouTube, and all the news and everything. So that's how you can search for that, right? The other thing I wanted to show you is if you want to bookmark this, let's just go back to the home page of Google. Right, so let's say if you want to home or bookmark this, so you don't have to retype Google all the time whenever you want to visit it. You can just come up here, nothing, come up here, right, and then add this page to favorite. So once you click on that, you will click on that, and then you just click on done. So now you don't have to type Google in whenever you want to visit Google. All you have to do is just come up here, and then these are all your favorites. So if you come down here, you will see Google, and then once you click on that, it should take you to the Google homepage. So that's how you can make a website favorite, or you can bookmark a particular website, and that will make it easier for you to visit it whenever you want to. So you don't have to remember the name of the website. You just go to your favorite and then everything. So the other thing that you should know also, you will see this, it's now blue. So every website that you add to your favorite will have this blue star here, right? Perfect. Now the other things that I want you to know is how you can open a new tab. So if you come up here, right, you have this, you can come up to these icons here, to this plus here. So if you click on that, it will open up a new tab. So you can see you have that new tab that's opening up right there. So you can use that and then search for something else. Let's say what else we can search for. Let's say for Candoa Tech. Fine, search in the search bar. You can just press enter there, right? So you have all that, right? All those. Now you can toggle between your tab. As you can see, you have this one opening up here, and then your Google, and then you have this one. You can toggle between your tab, and you can open as many tab as you want. You can open as many tab as you want. You can see all these are tabs, so you can toggle between them, right? Perfect. Now was just a quick introduction to the internet. That's all you really need to know to use the internet. All you have to do is you can use this address bar to search for something, or you can type something in the search bar here, and then you can click, and then you can be able to search for something. That's all you really need to know. And now how you can bookmark your file, and then how you can open up a new tab, and you can be able to toggle between them. So yeah, that's all you really need to know about the internet, and everything else we just come as you go. So yeah, if you feel like you getting value out of this, please make sure again give it this video a thumbs up, and please consider subscribing if you haven't subscribed already, and make sure you leave me a comment down below. But now the next thing that I want us to, let's just close this off. You can close it again, minimize the restore, and then close it. So I just want to close that, right? So now the last thing that I want us to look at is just how you can open a Microsoft software like Microsoft Word or Excel or PowerPoint, how you can use that. So again, I show you, if you want to search for something or the software on your file on your computer, you have to open up your task menu, click on that, and then now I just want us to click on all apps, trying to find everything that is on there, and then just scroll down. That's the longest way you can do it, or you can just start typing and search for it. But I want us to find this folder here, which is named Microsoft Office. This is the type of Microsoft I have, and then just click on that. Now once you click on it, it should open up, and then you have all these Microsoft software that I have on here. So the one that you'll probably be using the most is Excel, which you use to maybe do your calculation and all that. And then you have Microsoft Word, which is somewhere down here, which you will be using to type your documents. And then the other thing is PowerPoint, which you use to create your presentation or slides. So those are really the most that you'll be using. Now I just want us to look at one. I did a tutorial on all of them, so if you want, I will leave the link in the description. If you want to know more, I will leave the link in the description, and you can just watch them. But for now, I'm just going to click on Microsoft Word there, Word 2013, and then it should open up. And then this should open up, right? So you want to create a blank page, so just click on that, and then you have this. So you have your documents there. You can start typing, just click on that, and then all that you can type your document. So yeah, that's how you can open up a document. And then again, I did a tutorial in an introduction tutorial to Microsoft Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. I'll leave the link in the description. So if you want to get started and you have no idea how to use all these, I did a tutorial on that, and it will really help you. So I'll leave the link in the description. So I'm not really going to talk about more on this. Like I said, I already did a tutorial on this, so just go to the description, to the link in the description, and it will take you to all those tutorials. But yeah, just going to close this off. But yeah, other than that, that's all. That's the quick introduction. It was quick and fast, and I just wanted to give you a basic how you can use the computer if you're just getting started. And I hope you get some knowledge, and I hope you find this video helpful. Please, if you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below, and please consider subscribing before you go, and hit that notification bell if you haven't already. But with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm out. Peace, love, and unity.